Yo, what's going on, guys? Gonna be showing you the strongest AD carry champion in the whole game. Definitely needs a nerf. They actually nerfed him. Oh, there we go. We're gonna start Q. Blitzcrank Hook is on a really long cooldown level. It's like 18 seconds. So I can just smack him around and abuse him a bit. Building up my conk stacks, building up passive stacks. Got my word down. So yeah, anyways. Ezreal AD carry, go Conquer, Presence of Mind, Bloodline, Coup de Grace with free boots, and Cosmic Insight. You scale like an absolute mofo. You do one of the highest damages in the game. You have one of the highest mobilities in the game, one of the highest ranges in the game. And you're basically a tank with your item choices. So you're going to rush straight into Mana Moon. You're going to get tier 2 boots. You can go Tabbies, Mercs, or Ionian boots against their team. Probably end up going for Tabbies because the Tristana. If they're Diana's fed, I'll go Merc Trads. I could just go for Ionians if none of them are fed. You have a good mix of AP and AD. Blitz AP, Volley's half AP. They have the Diana, of course. So yeah, Ezreal, normally just farmed up in lane. You out power spike them when you hit Mana Moon. It's only 2,400 gold, and as you can see, it's cheaper than literally everything else you could possibly buy as a full item. So it gives Ezreal his big edge as an AD carry. Just, it's kind of ridiculous. We're gonna auto attack Q. We're gonna make sure we get all 3. And we actually want to let them push. Luckily, that's very easy to do when they have Tristana. I would really rather not have to use my heal here. I'm gonna stay on with my auto attacks. Pull back a bit into my minions. I do have all my conk stacks built up. And with another auto, I'm gonna pull back now. His hook's gonna be back up in a second. Did lots and lots of damage there. Fighting them with full passive stacks on our attack speed. All 5 stacks. Alright, we're gonna have to pull back there level 2. You're gonna chill on minions. You're gonna take our E at level 2. Ooh, wow. That was, I did not see that. I did not see that go through the minions at all. That was news to me. I don't think Blitzcrank's missed a hook yet. Pretty sure every hook's been a kill. E into Q. We got the assist, but we didn't get the kill. Shove this out. We're gonna have some issues. We're gonna say Q for the cannon. Now we're just gonna push. Yeah, dude, these Blitzcrank hooks are insane. Now that we have our E, we'll be fine. As Blitzcrank's hook is hitting you, Ezreal E has like a half a second startup animation to where right as his hook's hitting us, we can E away and it will give us the favor. As like, even though his hook hits us and it counts the damage, it won't let him hook us. So now that we're level 2, we'll be fine. We're going to take our W now. We can't actually afford anything good, so I'm going to go ahead, just grab another Doran's Blade and refill potion. We had basically no gold, only 500. All we could get was like a mana crystal. I'm not too interested in that. If you have to back with a weird amount of gold, feel free to get another Doran's Blade or a refill potion and boots, that kind of thing. Since we have free boots, obviously we can't get boots, but you know what I mean. And we're going to scale up. Like I said, Ezreal scaling is ridiculous. After you have Mana Moon, normally you're going to go for, at that point, get your tier 2 boots. Then you're going to get your Trinity or Iceborne Gauntlets. I'll go Trinity this game since they're not too overwhelming in terms of AD. I think Blitzcrank's in the bush. He must be in that middle one. I don't even want to shove. Oh, that's his first hook that he's missed this game. I don't even want to shove. I just want to thin out their wave. They have so many minions. Your normal combos, auto attack Qs if you're trying to farm minions or fighting champs. But it's okay to build up passive stacks when they have this many minions to where if they do try to fight us, now we're at 3, you want to manage that closely. Because once it ticks all the way down, you'll lose all of your current stacks all at once. So now I'm at 4. At the same time, we don't really want to shove wave. Not into the Tristana Blitzcrank. I just missed that minion. I have my 5 stacks though. I'm going to peg him with a Q. Get that minion. Okay, his Q's down. We're free to poke at will. We did just blow all of our passive stacks. We have a big minion advantage and our minions are reinforcing first. Blitzcrank Q still on cooldown. I'm going to get the Lux Shield here. Auto attack W. Q him. I don't really have the tools to stay on top of him after that. Still have all 5 of my passive stacks up. I'm managing that, keeping an eye on it. It's a little mini game. Ezreal's pretty good at last hitting because of his Q and also because of his passive attack speed. Gonna try to push them off this wave. We have a lot of minions. We want to try to dump this in. I'm going to hold on to my E. If you are shoved up past the half point of the wave, you need to make sure you have your E up. So if you do get ganked, you'll have a chance at surviving. It's usually best to just Q the cannon minions so you don't miss them. Can you use your W on turrets and champs? I'm going to E out of that. Oh, he actually landed the hook. Like that damage? Like that? Is that balanced or what? Yeah, buddy. And that's why Ezreal's so strong right now. Even though we're out of position, even though we got hooked, we win those. Because Ezreal, those of you who want the specifics, we have like 5. We already had our 5 passive attack speed stacks. So we were chunking at a ridiculous level as if we had 3 daggers. On top of that, we had all of our Conqueror stacks built up off of auto attacks and Qs. So it's just ridiculous, honestly, being able to do that. Okay, we're going to buy our tier now, and then we're going to get our pickaxe. We could have gone Sheen there. It's normally best to just get the Mana Moon ASAP because it's such an inexpensive item. That's what we're going to be getting. Since we have a pretty big CS lead, we should have an item advantage over them, even though we have tier. As long as you build up a few passive stacks before you go all in, or if you poke them down first, we should be able to all in them even though we have the tier. Tier is obviously not that helpful for all-ins to the death from full HP. But like I said, if we poke them down first or build up some passive stacks, we'll have a pretty big edge in a fight. That's what we're going to try to do. I don't know why Lux did that. We have our R advantage on them now. Blitzcrank hook on cooldown. Gonna hit her with a W. W doesn't actually do any damage until you hit him with an auto, a Q, or an E. So that actually wasn't a great trade for us. I'm going to hit a refill potion. Try to build up some passive stacks here and thin out their wave. Q's on a fairly low cooldown as long as you land it. If you miss your Q, it goes on full cooldown. Gonna chill. They still have minion advantage. This is a really good spot for us to hold the wave anyways. It's still in a favorable position for us. We're gonna hit him with a W auto attack. We're still at 5 attack speed passive stacks. Hit him with another auto. They're playing really far back. They're respecting our power. Pretty sure Blitzcrank juked into that. I thought he was gonna juke himself into that one as well. Okay, we're going to start to slow push this. Blitzcrank hook is on cooldown. Hit him with an auto attack. I still have my E, so I'm not too afraid of his hook. Ezreal is one of those AD carries that plays super well in hook champs because of how his E gets the prio over the hook does. In those kind of 50-50 situations. Pretty good CS considering how scrappy this lane has been. Pegger with a Q. This guy with that. DCI could still E out of that. That's how you get the prio. I should have angled it to where he wasn't. If you angle it where they are when you start your ulti, they'll normally dodge it. That's the one way they don't stay. Not bad. Sacrificing work for a double kill is actually really good. Just holding on to my E. It doesn't give that much damage. I wanted to save just in case Warwick flashed out a turret and I was taking aggro or something. Just staying alive. Oh, missed my Q. I should use my W on the turret sooner to dodge her Q there. I have my heal up here in a second. I'm gonna have to back off. That sucks. That Diana's pretty strong. She has a full item is what it is. I don't have full item and she literally has Nashor. She's really fed. It's funny, our mid laner was flaming the crap out of our jungler in champ select. Just absolutely flaming him, saying we should dodge. Our jungler's like inbred and saying all sorts of mean stuff. And the funny thing is our jungler's actually been quite helpful and our mid laner is 0 and 2. So it's just kind of, I don't know if karma's the right adjective, but it's just kind of ironic, I guess. that our mid laner is the one who's turned their Diana into a vicious monster, into a big old female Mike Tyson, dude. Mike Tyson with boobs. Alright, let's get back into it. We got our R. She doesn't have full item. We have Man Moon and Shane. This is where we win the game, boys. This is where the game ends. I'm going to drop my R on that. Oh ho ho, mama. That's when you know Man Moon's balanced. Man Moon's balanced. Shane's balanced. Death's Dance is balanced. We'll be going for Trinity Force. Peg some damage onto him. We'll go for the turret. You don't really leave lane on Ezreal until you have the enemy's turret, or until you lose yours, whichever one comes first. You can use your W to reset that passive. Keep those stacks up. Oh, I just lost my stacks, rip, just barely. I'm already back at 3 though. Yeah, I don't know what you're doing, buddy. He's getting aggro. I don't think Volgar knows that we know that he's there. He can't do anything about it though. We have full item plus Shane. Like, there's literally nothing they can do about this. I don't want to use my E. I need to hold on to it just in case. Gonna max your E second after you have your Q maxed. Yeah, they're just chilling back. How low's Diana? You can launch your ults across the map. Early game, I don't recommend it on Ezreal. It's better to save it for fights. But at this point, since they're not really willing to fight us, I'm looking for max range snipes to pull out. I was really late on my E there. Yeah, Tristan actually picked us. I was super late on my E. The reason, for those of you wondering what happened, Blitzcrank played it really smart. He ran up to me and knocked me up first. While I was knocked up, he then hooked me while I was still technically CC'd from his punch knock up, to where I couldn't really outplay him. The only way I could have technically outplayed him was E right as he was knocking me up, but then what would happen is I'd blink away, I'd be knocked up, and then he'd hook me regardless. So he played that really smart. I needed to play a little bit farther back than that. We're going to go ahead and just go for tabbies. We'll go tabbies and then just get our Trinity Force. And I'll take care of our armor issues. Yeah, we don't have that much CS now. We're missing out on a lot for sure. I'm excited to show you guys the late game. Even though we popped off early, we're making enough mistakes and our team is far enough behind in terms of Des to where this isn't that one-sided. I just thought we could win that because Triss didn't have full item, but their base damages are still really high. And with a Q. Get her with a Q. I thought she was going to juke that way. Oh wow, that actually almost hit me. That's crazy. I need to start utilizing my W a little more. I've been holding on to it. Especially when Blitzcrank has this hookup, I'm not in a hurry to try to auto him. Because whenever I hit him with a W, the only way to really land it easily is with a Q or an auto, and the Q isn't very guaranteed. So I'm just kind of holding on to my mana. Hit the turret with the W, finish it off. Looks like Diana's dead. I don't know where Volley is. Nice. I'm gonna just heal away from her. She's starting to rack up too much damage. Not too bad. Alright, so now we don't really need to be bot lane. We'll just go ahead and take this camp and then we'll leave. Ezreal plays best with really any kind of support. Engaged supports he plays well with. He's really most difficult to deal with in terms of if you're on the enemy team when he has an enchanter support, whether it be Lux, Lulu, Zillion, Yuumi. Since he's already so hard to get to, whenever he has a support buffing him up and make him even harder to kill. We're just W EQ'd there. Alright, Blitz wants to tango. He can't tango. We shouldn't be here anymore though. There's no reason for us to be. We already have their turret. Oh, looks like the Volleybear's coming. I'm down. WQ. Maximize our damage down with the auto attacks. Your autos do insane damage. I'm going to E into him, hit him with a Q. Blitz hook's on cooldown, I'm pretty sure. Okay, it looks like it wasn't actually. Oh, mama, that was so close. That was so close. I think we actually canceled an auto there. It kind of messed it up. Like that healing though. That's why you go Bloodline. The Bloodline makes it to where even if you don't rush down Bork, which you shouldn't do anyways, you still have a lot of damage. We used our W. We reset our passive on 5 stacks there. Can't E or can you E? Yeah, your E doesn't affect turrets. It's only on champions. They're all just coming bot now because we're down here. It's kind of funny. I don't know what they're doing. There's no way they could actually chase us. Like, they may think they can, but they can't. Can farm at pretty far away. Your Q has way more range than your autos by a significant margin. To where if they are kind of zoning you back, not a big deal. Oh, I knew he was going to juke back, but I threw it too far back still. Yeah. I want to all-in them here. I know volley's in the area, but I think we can pinch it. W auto attack, Q auto attack, weaving your spells in between your autos. Not bad. Alright, we do need to leave bot though. And kind of support the rest of the map. You know, I think Tristana's going to stay. I think we can get this kill. We already have their mid turret anyway, so I guess it's not as urgent as I'm making it out to be. We're in a safe spot. Diana's dead. Their Blitzcrank's dead or whatever. To where they can't kill us by us being here, and we don't really have anywhere else to be since we already have their mid turret. I'm going to get a deep board down to give us some valuable vision. It's going to let us know if we're about to get cucked. We probably are about to get cucked, honestly. Yeah, Diana's here. How did that miss? That was crazy. That my first one actually missed there. They're probably swinging around here. They're trying to get around us. It's kind of hard to get around behind an Ezreal. I think they're in the bush. I'm going to E and get on top of him with my autos. Hit him with a Q. Pull back for a moment since he's going big gnar. I'm going to pull away. I'm going to stay close enough now. His R's down. Let's get on with our autos. Hail Mundo for the speed up it'll give him. Hit him with an auto, with a Q auto. Yeah, we're going to have to kite back now. Once we have our Trinity Force, we'll get our Bork and we'll be super strong, and then we'll get Death's Dance. Death's Dance will turn us into a Titan. Ooh! Alright, from the bush is a pretty good one. It takes a while to channel to where if they're chasing you into bush, or if you're in bush and they don't know it, you can pinch it off that way. Very nice. I want that red buff. I really want that red buff. He's actually going to give it. What a nice guy. What a nice guy, Warwick. Let's go ahead and snag golems again. We do need to back. We have an outrageous amount of gold. It's actually really sad how much gold we have. We'll just leave. Yeah, Lux is saying it because, yeah, Kata was being so mean when in fact Kata's the weaker player of the two. Kata, oh, we're doing dragon. Ezreal, the main thing in fights is you want to weave in your abilities in between your autos and pretty much use your Q every time it's off a cooldown. You don't want to hold on to your Q when you're in a fight because that's your main source of damage. WQ there, get on there with autos, hit him with the Q, auto attack E away, auto attack Q auto. Not bad. Alright, we need to reset. We have too much gold. Please let me reset. Alright. We have Trinity Force now. We'll get rid of one of our Doran's Blades. Actually, we'll get rid of Refill. And we'll go for this. I guess we'll also get rid of Doran's Blade. Get it. Ooh, nah. Doran's Blade gives more value than a dagger. Since we can't afford the full recurve bow, we'll just keep the Doran's Blade. And your Q applies on hit effect, so it'll be applying the Muramana on hit damage. It'll be applying the Sheen, the Sheen passive. It'll also be applying your Bork once you have it. Really, really strong. Ezreal is by far one of the strongest, if not the strongest AD carries right now, because of his, not just his itemization options, but just his utility. He's always been usable due to his utility, his range, and his mobility. But right now, the cheap, powerful 2400 gold Mana Moon gives him a consistently fast power spike over everybody else. I'm gonna hit him with a fat R. I'm gonna heal up now. Hit this bitch with a Q. You already know I want that ass. Got him, dude. You like that damage, guys? Absolutely balanced. If you guys are looking for an AD carry, if you want to play with an E-Girl, Ezreal's definitely the champ. I know a lot of you think Draven's the man, but there's a reason Ezreal has a 40% plus ban rate right now, and his win rate's super high with like a 40% pick rate as well. Hit him with a Q. Get on top of him. Not bad. Solid stuff. And that's Ezreal, guys. At this point, you'd get a Bork, and then you could get a GA or a Ma. A Ma or a GA is a really nice way to end the build. Or you could get Last Whisper if you don't need to play defensive. If you have a front line, ending your build with a Grievous Wounds. Last Whisper is really strong. Oh, I healed the wrong person. Shit. Yeah, what is it called? Yeah, Mortal Reminder. So you would pretty much get a Bork, Death Stance, then Mortal Reminder, or you could go Ma. Once you have Trinity Force, you don't want to get Iceborne. The Sheen proc is unique to where you'd be wasting gold. My W on that. So much damage. Let's drop a fat R. Oh, she missed. Never mind. You get a W on there. Bop. And they hit him with the Q. Bop. It's a lot of damage. Tried to Ian and finish him. Didn't quite work out. Very nice. Very, very nice. I'm just gonna Ian. Oh, she's so screwed. Use our bilge water. Volibear, I mean, they have no way to get me in the fountain. My blitz is dead. We'll just they're just playing back. I'll just E away. We got the Mundo. Do you guys think we should end it here? Should we be merciful and put them out of their misery? I'm gonna E away. Oh, I eat a little too far away. I should have eat more sideways than backwards. I ate too far back. And that's gonna wrap up this Ezreal AD carry guide. If you guys enjoyed it, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Also, we stream 5 days a week on Twitch TV. I'll leave a link down in the description and pinned comment below.